I'm quite early today, but I want to get going. And probably won't be streaming for 5 hours, hopefully. Alright, this is probably gonna be the final Star Ocean 4 stream for a bit, because Yakuza, well, Like a Dragon is coming out tomorrow. And I adored 7. So I am like super excited for 8, so that's gonna rule my, much like Star Ocean 4 is gonna rule my life for the last month. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is gonna rule my life for the next 2 months, so it'll finally get me to stop playing this game. Alright, today I am all prepped for making the best wrist accessory in the game. For 114 hours, let's go. Yeah, it's must take a back seat, but not until tomorrow. Although I'm a little worried because my Amazon order does not have a delivery date on it. You know, normally I've gotten like games on release day from Amazon, and it doesn't have anything. I may have to cancel that. We'll see what it says tomorrow. If it's like, oh, we're not gonna deliver it for a week, I'm gonna cancel it and like just buy a digital copy, because like fuck that shit. I'm a little annoyed that it's like probably not gonna arrive on release day, but I will get Yakuza one way or the other. I'm getting that game. But for now, Stoshin. So, I have been into a bit further into the Wandering Dungeon. I got to floor 13 or 14. I met Santa. I did all his quests, and because I did that, I then bought 20 Lees. Now, we have a few tri-emblems. Oh, I don't think I showed this. Tri-emblems. So they're in basically every game. It's true, people demand Like a Dragon. So, it has the crest of a certain god, holds the power to create and destroy all. That's the Tri-Ace logo. Right there on the item. But so we have tri-emblems and tri-emblems. This is a cheap imitation. It has no stats. Tri-emblem has a lot of stats. And some really good factors on it, but if we go into synthesis, I'll show why that we're gonna end up using the fake instead of the real one. If we go into synthesis and we go our tri-emblems, you can see they have a synth limit of 3. So you can synth 3 other things to this to boost its stats. The tri-emblem has a synth limit of 8. So what you do is you synth 8 tri-emblems onto a tri-emblem. You get the factors apart from the 2 hit chances per attack. And you get lots of stats. But that's not the only thing we're gonna do. There's a thing called a super tri-emblem. And to do that, we're gonna have to do more crafting. So I have a guide for this, just to make sure I get this correct. Alright. So what we're gonna do is, you see those like orbs, those are the elements. So you have earth, ice, fire, wind, electricity, light, and dark. So that's our resistances. Your resistance goes from -20 to +20. And so what we want to do is we want to make ourselves immune to elements. So we're going to do some stuff to do that. So there's a couple things we need. We need dual armor. So dual armor has 2 in everything except -8 in darkness. We're going to overcome that -8 in darkness. For that, we need a darkness charm. This has 4. We're going to synth the darkness charm into a darkness charm, which will give us 6. We're gonna be doing a lot of duplicating here. Alright, we're then going to duplicate that darkness charm a bunch of times. So we now have 4 of these with +6 darkness.
Well then, what can I do you for today?
And we are going to synthesize those onto our armor. There you are. Dr. Stonks is hunched over the potting wheel. So every time we do this, we're adding 3 to it, I believe, something like that. Hopefully this always goes correct. I haven't done this in a bit. Yeah, it should have the Star Ocean 3 animations. That would be way cooler.
You've got the amounts right? Yes, completion!
That's up to 1. So you'll notice that it gets +3 when it has 6. You get half the elemental. When you synth something onto something else, you inherit half of its elemental resistance, which is why we're getting 3 here.
I better not see any failure here. Great job! Well then, what kind of item do you think we'll be able to make?
We'll end up with actually a bit more darkness than it says in the guide, but that should be fine. Yeah, 4. There's you end up at 2, which is not how the maths works out, but this should be fine. It doesn't really matter.
I better not see any failure here. Ta-da! Your item is complete.
Alright, then we're gonna duplicate that armor. So I believe this is the best armor because it has 2 and everything, and only 1 downside, so it's really easy to get. The main problem with this is that it takes 3 clay to duplicate. And we're gonna need to do a lot of stuff. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna use a different armor. Gonna use this one. That one has some factors on it already. What if I want to, like, do the factors? I don't think it matters terribly much. Yeah, that one has, that was for some battle trophies, absorbing damage. So, like, a bunch of people have absorbing elemental damage as battle trophies. The only way to absorb an element, you don't absorb an element at 20 resistance, you just null it. The only way to absorb it is to literally put these absorption effects on your armor. Which is very funny. Yeah, I think I'll go. Well, actually, this probably has... I think I should go with a blank. It's probably good to go with a blank one. I already have 2 blank ones, so I should be fine. Alright, so now...
Well then, what can I do you for today?
Take one of those blank ones. The thing about the blank one is it's going to get the bad factors, but that shouldn't matter for what we're doing here, so it's fine. Alright. And then we need to take our dual armor. And we're gonna synth both of these on.
Handle that all by your lonesome? Ta-da!
Yeah, the Alchemist Clothes has 16 factors. I didn't even realize that. That's probably why it's such a popular one. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna have to try and remember it's 2 for some reason. used it for other things. And then this. The guy's like 2 and everything, but you look at your lowest one because that's the most important one. All right. Alright, now that we've done that, we now have our base alchemist cloak, which we are now going to duplicate some more. We'll probably have to get some magical clay at some point for this, but quite convoluted, but it's not difficult. The main thing is that you need tri-emblems, and those are expensive. Alright, so this is the one. We're going to duplicate it. I believe, twice, just as a backup kind of thing. Alright. Then we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of synthing onto itself. I'll probably take this 4, just to make my life a little easier. And if we synth the 5 onto it, yeah, we're gonna synth all of these onto it, so let's smoosh these together, shall we?
Ta-da! Your item is complete. Best of luck now. Great job.
Then you go back and forth. The duplication skill is kind of ridiculous. So the reason you do this with the Alchemist Cloak is, one, it's like, it has 0 factors on it, so it's like quite good for that. And it has no down elements, so... yeah, it's just gonna give me 2. That's why it's giving me 2, because I don't have a 2, even though I made a 2, I got rid of it at some point. And now I have a 2. Okay, so I'll just use that 2. We're just gonna synth them into each other over and over again. I think also the reason is it has 16 slots, which makes it easy to like duplicate and then synth into each other in order to get this up to max. So we're then in at 6. But yeah, the dual armor, since it costs 3 clay to duplicate, is much more expensive for no real reason. Duplicate that. Because it's halved, you want to like duplicate smoosh in order to like be most effective. So this will bring us up to 9. Getting there. And there's a really good reason to put complete elemental resistance on your accessory. So let's just do the next step and I'll explain. Probably even show it off in a fight so that you can see why it is really good reason to do this. Okay, now we're up to 13.
Don't you dare cut any corners. Pretty good, don't you think? Hola, kids. How you doing? Don't forget, the base items important.
Probably just have made like 2 13s to get up to max, but the guide makes a 19 and then does it, so 6.5 dozen, it's just more menuing. Almost there.
Think you can handle that all by your lonesome? Great job!
Alright. One more. Let's do this.
Well then, what can I do you for today?
Alright, maxed out.
Don't strain yourself too
Slammed a whole bunch of them in.
well made.
Alright, now I'm going to make a bunch of duplicates of that. And then I'm going to save. 'Cause now I've made that, things are good. Okay, 5 copies. There we go. So that's a spare one in case I ever want to need this again. If you have any armor that like contradicts your accessories, I don't because I think everyone has laser suits on. But say I want to put on the 7-star cloak that has a -4 in darkness. That will combine with our 20 to, you know, give us a 16 so we no longer eliminate the darkness. So it's useful to keep copies of this in case you need to, on your armor, eliminate a weakness. Let's go ahead and save. The first step is done. We're almost there, though. And then I'm gonna need some more clay. Alright, let's save. The ultimate accessory is nearly here. So this is the like, if you look for, like, ultimate armor, this is the hands down the one that everyone will say. Everyone will, like, fight over ultimate weapons, ultimate armor, and even wrist accessories. No one neck accessories. No one will fight over the wrist. The wrist accessory is the super tri-emblem, and nobody will make another one. They're all like, yeah, this is just easily the best thing you can make. So now that I've made those, we're not going to add those directly to the tri-emblem because that doesn't get you enough stats. What we're going to do is we're going to take some of these tri-emblems and we're going to synth those with our armor. So by doing this, you can see that we get half, so we get 10 to everything. So we're going to do that for 4 tri-emblems. We are going to make 4 of them. Oh, by the way, you cannot duplicate tri-emblems. You can duplicate tri-emblems. This is very confusing. You can duplicate the U. You cannot duplicate the E. You have to either buy them from Santa or make them later on. Yeah, we're just for the start of it. We're doing the cooking. We're in the middle of it. We're about to make it real good. So because you cannot duplicate tri-emblems, you just have to buy them for 2 million apiece. Because the recipe for making them is worse. The recipe for making them requires 2 Gabriel Celeste feathers and 2 Ethereal Queen feathers. Why would you have to make it for the trophy, but you would never make it, like, you want tri-emblems in order to beat the Ethereal Queen. You buy them from Santa. Anyway, let's go ahead and make 4 super resistant tri-emblems. This is why I saved, because it's quite easy to kind of fuck up this part. Alright, so now... yeah, that one's down there. And here's what we made. Here's what we made. Here's what we made. So let's go... Alchemist Cloak. We're making 4 of these. We only need 4.
Yes, completion.
I just say I'm keeping a backup full resistant alchemist robe in case I ever need it for anything else.
I wonder if I'd be any good at this.
You would be terrible at this, well.
Hey,
Alright. 4. Here we go.
think you can handle that all by your lonesome?
Nope.
Pretty good.
Alright, now with those 4, we can then go to our tri-emblem, our pale imitation, and we are going to slam those tri-emblems onto it. So you can see that it now passes on 5, as well as its 200 attack, 100 defense, hit, and guard. it is now passing on 5. Really, the halving of elemental resistance is very funny. But we're gonna put these 4 on, and then 4 more on to make the best wrist accessory in the game. Here, fill the false on the power god. It is very funny, and it's like this tri-emblem is, oh shit, it's garbage. They only gave it 8 synthesis slots, so it's like, well, you actually made it godlike, thanks. There we go.
Whoa, that is crazy left field.
Crazy left field. So the other thing you can see from this is that we did actually add a little bit of defense to the tri-emblems themselves, but that is not carried over. It's like 109 versus 100. Synth stats don't carry over, only the base stats do, but synth resistances do. This is why we're able to do this.
Think you can handle that all by your lonesome? The deed is done. Use it in faith.
So now, now we've maxed out all resistances. And we've got, 1 crappy factor, 1 really good factor. The rush gauge charge +3 is really good, as is the immunity paralysis. Paralysis is, of course, game overing because it doesn't run out in Star Ocean 4. So immunity is great. MP cost wise 15% is fine. And then we're gonna put 4 more tri-emblems on here.
Excellent progress. No problems.
And the other kind of amazing thing about the tri-emblems versus a lot of other accessories is they only cost 1 clay to duplicate. So we can make 8 of these for very cheap. Once I make this, I will actually need to take a bathroom break. I apologize, but
Look what we made.
we're almost there. This is very expensive
Best of luck.
to make, and of course, you need to get far enough in the Wandering Dungeon to find Santa, but this is hands down the stupidest wrist accessory you can make in the game.
I wonder if I'd be good at this. Excellent progress. No problems.
So that gives 1600 attack, in 800 defense, hit and guard, and 20 to all resistances. I will let you bask in its glory when I pop to the loo. Be right back. Hopefully everyone's done basking. So yes, it's very good. We're gonna duplicate it a whole bunch. Of course, we're out of clay. We have like 2. So I'll have to go and get some more clay, but we're gonna want 8 of these, 1 for everybody, to go with their ultimate armor. So I finally beat Ashley 7 times and synth'd his jewels to shit. So we have. That's the funny thing is these laser suits now have like minus int, but that's okay. The tri-emblems are overcoming that a little bit. Let's go get some more clay. We're just gonna steal clay from skeletons to become all-powerful. You know, we are in Troy. We are about to go to the Coliseum. We could do a bunny race for old time's sake. Bunny. I've done, I think, maybe 2 of these since that long stream of them, because, like, my god, you get very sick of bunny racing. It'll just be this one, though, I promise. But I should probably, try to do them, like, 1 a session kind of thing, so that I, get the 100 and don't want to never bunny race again. When I did that whole stream of bunny racing, I was, like, so sick of the bunny racing by the end of it. That, once again, I didn't touch it. I did it, like, once, like a couple of days ago. And that's been, like, it, because, like, oh my god, it's torturous. Which other bunny race or Welch? Oh god. Welch, frankly. Yeah, get donked, Mr. Yellow. You fucked up, buddy. You picked on the wrong bunny. You know, at least when I interact with Welch, I am making ultimate gear or working towards, like, item creation stuff. I'm at almost 80% of the items created now, by the way. I can check. I think I'm at, like, 79 or something percent. Woo! Didn't even see him. Didn't even see him. What a jerk. So we're getting there, but in order to complete item creation, you have to beat Gabriel Celeste and the Ethereal Queen 5 times, and that sucks, man. Nobody likes doing that. This is technically shorter than doing that, because, you know, interacting with Welch is so much more than bunny racing. Bunny racing only probably takes about 6 hours of your time. But it sucks. Goodbye, bunny race. Alright, enough of that. We're gonna go fight. We're gonna go fight. God, the camera did not know where to go there. We're gonna go fight the skeletons in the basement. And I'm probably gonna show off the money grinding trick. So you need, like, millions. You need, with my discount, I need 1.8 million per tri-emblem. And we will be using more of them. I'll be making an ultimate neck accessory. And potentially, oh nice, good, I don't have to reset. It is the configuration of the skeleton over here. So yeah, and potentially, I think weapons are fine. At least some of them. I may use tri-emblems for some weapons, but I think well, maybe armor. I'll definitely be using more tri-emblems at some point, so I will need to buy more. So I will need to get more money before we go into the Wandering Dungeon. Do I have steel on? Just a moment. Yes, good, I have steel on. You cannot steal unless you have the ability on. There we go, very good. Yeah, the mascot characters are the Bunny and Welch.
Wasted time.
Bunny's cute, at least. Oh yes, I can show. So everyone is... I've been in the Wandering Dungeon, everyone is much higher level now. The fun fact is, I used Miracle for this first post-game dungeon, because she got a really good weapon. I ignore her entirely in the second. And Bacchus. So the thing about these two, there are no birds and there are no robots in post-game dungeon. There are also no humanoids, but Edge can still get hit up, work towards his 30,000 kills in there. So he still gets some use, especially in boss fights and the like. But these two are now pretty much ditched, because of how the bonus dungeon works. The enemy's rare drops are geostones. We didn't see this last time I went in, but maybe we'll see it today if I do pop my hand in there. There is a set of floors that can ask for like 18 geostones, and you mostly get those from enemy drops, and they do not drop unless you have the person with the corresponding drop skill in your party. So if you're fighting bugs, you need Aromat in your party in order to get geostones dropped to you. It is a very, very good way of getting these 5 people's ologies, because geostones are very common. Unlike every other ology drop, which is really fucking rare. You can get to 255 pretty easily. These 3 have a much fucking harder time. I would certainly hope that Sarah's not the mascot of this game. I feel like, who's the mascot of this game? It's probably Limmel, I'm afraid, honestly. Anyway, so yes, even though Miracle was used in this first post-game dungeon, you can see that, Dr. Stoggs, Muria, Limmel, and Raimi's actually my highest level because there are a bunch of plants in the post-game dungeon. She was already used in the first, so she's gotten the highest. Usually it's New Jersey, Dr. Stoggs, and Muria, and Sarah comes in kind of later on in the dungeon. Yeah, it's something cool. It's so cool if everyone play out to make Star Ocean 4. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, I'm gonna need some more clay, so let's go back. Alright, in order to regenerate monsters, use the Ocarina, which respawns them. The Ocarina is a skill in other Star Ocean games as well. 2 especially is... And 1, use it in a very funny way. Where you summon monsters with it, like if you're on a world map, you can summon a monster with it. If it's really high level, you will summon like super bosses with it, which is very funny. Just casually summon like Emerald Weapon. I hate when the game changes targets on me. It's like, oh, you want to target this other guy? It's like, no, I was targeting this guy for a reason. It's maybe this one I haven't stolen from. It can be quite hard to tell. Yeah, excellent. So then kill them with Aromat so that he, starts working towards his 30,000 ridiculous kills. That's Dragon Roar, by the way. That's his best move. It's ridiculous. It's huge. It does mondo damage. It can crash the game. So what happens? So the reason why it can crash the game, at least the original. I actually don't know if I can still crash this one. Depends on how well I guess the PS5 can handle it. But you see how it makes like huge effects. If you're in a long ambush fight, like the assassins in the bonus dungeon, those effects kind of linger between fights and can build up and essentially crash the memory. It just like overloads the game if you have too many of these effects on the screen. And he makes a big boy effect with that.
Throwing their lives away for nothing.
Alright, a few more magical clays. And then we're gonna do something. We're not good at the dungeon. I am very, very close to 60% battle trophies, so we're gonna be going to the arena. So Muria has a better steel than Miracle, despite Miracle having all the steel trophies and being your kind of classic thief type. Because Muria's sight hit does 2 attacks, which means with the Slayer Bangle, it's doing 10 attacks. That's 10 chances to steal. Hey, get back here. None of that. None of that, buddy. Steel is very annoying in this game, frankly. The fact that it's only on side attacks,
Amateurs.
and it hasn't got that high a chance. And you see how many hits I have to do to get the steel here. It's quite a few. I'm trying to think of what the best enemy to show the real benefit of getting 20 resistance in every element. Ian 2 probably. It has the big birds. They're very element happy. That might be the best place to show it off. I think I have enough clay now. Let's never have too much clay. Perfect. Alright. There we go. I can now equip that on everyone. So I have these. These are what I made to try and get past Ashley, who was kicking my ass. 10% attack, 12% defense. In cap via Fury, and then Stallion Snaps come with Rush Gauge Charge +2. These did serve me pretty well. They're pretty good. So I was able to get Ashley, which was able to bootstrap me up into the bonus dungeon, like getting further in the bonus dungeon. These tri-emblems are amazing from the Wandering Dungeon. There's a particular boss in them who's a real fucking piece of shit. So now everyone has these on. So I also had these, which has paralysis. I do not need the paralysis anymore, so I will be making new and better versions. These have actually jewels stat attached to them. We're gonna try emblem instead, which will be a little bit less defense, but it'll be more attack and int. So it'll even out, and we'll replace that paralysis with a different factor. A lot of people do like split silence and stun, so they give silence to their mages and stun to their upfronts. I like having all of it on everyone, because I don't like making two sets of gear, essentially. We're already going to be doing that on like weapons and stuff, so it's like, it's just easier. And Void you absolutely need on because like the Ethereal Queen voids, and it eliminates all your bonus factors, and it makes you extremely vulnerable, and it's really fucking annoying. So Void is on there, and then like, yeah, I like Silence on my attacking characters too, because Silence stops them from using their skills. It stops you from using Dragon Roar. So like the status effects to me are the most important. A lot of people, this accessory is well thought over which factors you should have. All three of these people fight very hard over what you should have on them. So I will make better necklaces, but for now, let's I want to show off the real power of the Tri-Emblem. Yeah, let's stick with Dr. Stonks, you might as well. Gonna make sure that he does have 20 and everything, yep. He has max attack now, which is good. See, you end up making different weapons for everyone, because right now I just have a generic laser weapon on everyone, which is really good for, you know, getting into the Wandering Dungeon. Once you get in there, and you get Tri-Emblems, and you get, So I did also buy the ultimate weapons, and here's why. This is the Santa weapon. This is his ultimate weapon, right? You can see why it's not actually his ultimate weapon, though. Although it gives him 6,500 attack, it also loses 2,000 defense. That's a lot. That's a lot of defense to lose. And this laser weapon might only have 3,000 attack, but he has max attack with it, with the other things that we have on. Even at level 100, with 100 more levels to go, he has slammed into that attack. So lots of people are the same. She doesn't have one. She has one. Yeah, the first bow is actually not bad. But its downside is it adds wind elements, and basically all the super bosses are immune to all elements, which this makes this bow useless. And you cannot get rid of factors, at least not easily, and I don't think you can get rid of them on weapons, like, at all. It's like impossible to strip this from a weapon. He's got this one, which is the same problem as Aramat's. Massive attack, shit defense. And it's like, well, he doesn't really need the 6,000 attack. Like, again, I actually have a less weapon on him, because I was doing some shenanigans with him, and that's why he had that Moonstone weapon on. So he has max attack with a weapon with nearly 3,000 less attack on it. If you're hitting the cap, that attack matters very little to you. Did she get one? I'm not sure if she has one. No. He did. He also, same as Aramat's. We got the Divine Wand here, which is actually not the worst, because again, it's like good in an attack, but this one's better because it has those int +5 factors. On its face, it's like less. It's like 500 less. But this only has 2 empty slots. Int +10 is garbage. MP cost minus 25% is fine, but not going to... It's not going to, you know, break the game the way that, like, you know, putting 5% of every stat will. So it's very funny that most people's ultimate weapons are not the Santa weapons, and often they're not even the weapons that you get in the bonus dungeon, like the Infinity Saber. I got another one. I've got yours. Blazing Wands. I got 3 of them. So remember I was in the bonus dungeon, I got the Infinity Saber, I was like, holy shit. I've never seen the Infinity Saber again. I've been in a few times now. But I have gotten this Blazing Wand instead. So yeah, again, the problem with this is even though it's got really good int, it has 3 factors which are bad on it. Probably also doesn't have as many synth slots as a laser weapon. So even though it has a good base, it doesn't have the synth slots to really go off. Some people do use other people's ultimate weapons. I think Sarah's Trident Harpoon, which is in the Wandering Dungeon, is used sometimes as people's ultimate weapons, but a lot of times people just use the laser weapons. But there's kind of a debate. Some people like the laser weapons because everybody can use the laser weapon. So when you make an ultimate one, you can dupe it and put it on everyone, and you don't have to farm. Because if everyone has their individual weapon, you need to farm tri-emblems if you're putting that on for everybody, and that is a shit ton of money and time. It's kind of all preference. As long as you hit max stats, you're pretty good. You kind of want to hit max stats and then have good factors on it, but I don't really know how... Ian too, actually. I don't really know how amazing, you know, like, increased critical hit chance is if you're kind of hitting the damage cap in a lot of places anyway. I think it's kind of... I think people fight over it, but I think it's kind of... like 6.5 dozen. Wizard Fire spun out her dog. Her dog might be fire, I'm not sure. Anyway, we see this big fucking bird here. This bird's a fucking asshole. So this bird casts big spells. Let's see if he does them. He's casting a spell. So you can see that I am walking through this. Even if you take 0 damage from this, let me see if I can, I'll probably take damage. There's probably not much with this on. Let me see. At this point in my defense, like, is it gonna really, like, make a difference? Come on, Plasma Cyclone me, buddy. Oh, I have no guard on. That's why. Right. So it's not stunning me because I have no guard on, because Aramat has no guard. But there we go. There you go. So you see, if you take even a little bit of damage, you get stunned by spells. But if we have 20 resistance to all elements, you take no damage. You don't get stunned by spells. Which is really good because a lot of bosses in the Wandering Dungeon have things like Explosion and Plasma Cyclone. So even if they're doing like, you know, 100 damage to you, which is not very much, you're like getting stuck in that like animation, and it's really fucking annoying. So the true strength of the Tri-Emblem is that spells do nothing to you. They do no damage, they don't stun you. It's great. It's really, really fucking good. Because yeah, there's a boss on the 10th floor of Wandering Dungeon. It's Amaros, which is the refight. Yes, it's the refight of this fucker. And she loves to do gigantic entire field spells. And that will just stun lock you, and they do pretty decent damage too, because it's the refight of the Wandering Dungeon. And it just stun locks you forever, and it just sucks. We have now completely nerfed that, and it's wonderful. While also giving ourselves a shit ton of stats. I do believe the attack and defense 5+s are going off all, not like just your base attack and defense, but like all of the added like defense. If you have like 1600 attack on your weapon and 400 attack, it then takes 2000 as the base to put the percent on. So it just works out really, really well. Alright, who wants to see someone do the arena 50 times? I only have 2 people who have not done the arena 50 times in a row. So we're gonna be doing either Miracle or Limmel 50 times in a row here. Because that's what this game is like. I really need to, like, this is the stream where I really, like, this is what the grind of this game is. We got the battle trophies. Yeah, they're both bad options. 84, 64, 15 of course. 58, 68, 60, 53, 63, 71%. So I did a bunch of these characters in order to get them up to 50%. To beat the, get the level cap. So yes, there's New Jersey and there's Oopsie. Both options are fine. Shall we go Limmel? Because that's funny. It's kind of funnier. She's right here. HP and Int Boost. Scorching Star is what I want for now. Make sure she has anti-paralysis and all the statuses on, because otherwise it's a pain in the fucking ass. Alright, let's go. Let's fight with Limmel. 50 times. Woo! So every single character has Coliseum battle trophies. Everyone has 20, 50, 100, and 200 solo fights specifically. You cannot get them by doing Team Arena. You have to do solo fights. And everybody has do 50 Coliseum solo fights in a row consecutively. No breaks. You cannot go and do anything else. You cannot fight any other fights. If I went outside right now, I would have to, you know, basically do 2 more fights. And combining this with doing some of her kill battle trophies, she has Scorching Star, I'm pretty sure. We'll check that. Might be able to see that. Actually, since those trophies, I can see that on her battle trophies. You also cannot save and quit. If you save and quit and reload, your streak will be broken. And you will have to, you know, do 50 fights in a row. Let me see. Yes, defeat 100 enemies with Scorching Star. I do not have that one yet. So this is unbelievably tedious. Also, everyone has 200 solo fights. There's only 100 ranks. So you have to just do 100 more fights on top of it. Okay, to be fair, you actually have to do a bit more than 100 fights to get to rank 1 for some incredibly stupid reason. How this Coliseum ranking works is not you beat the one above you, you go to their rank, right? You would think that's how it would work. That's not how it works. How it works is an invisible point system. So when you fight something 1, 2, or 3 ranks above you, you get points. I don't think anyone knows the number of points. And at about 50, you'll need too many points to advance, so it'll make you do a few fights again. When you get up to number 2, it will not unlock the number 1 fight until you get enough points. And that usually requires fighting the number 2 seed about 5 or 6 times. Which, as you can guess, is really fucking annoying. And it's just like, you also get, if you fight something lower level than you in the Coliseum, you get no fight coins for it. And you see, we're not getting many fight coins. Hey, that's rude. Why did you dodge my dog? That's rude. Don't dodge my dog.
What a stench. That was boring.
So yeah, so you see we're getting, I think we're getting like 13 or something coins. Like 7. When you get up to the top rank, you're getting like 90. It goes up by like 1 every fight. If you fight something below you, it doesn't matter how far below you it is, you get 2. 2 whole coins! So you are fighting that second rank guy like 6 times. Try and open up the first place rank, and getting like no reward for it. And then, of course, once you reach rank number 1 and you still have like 90 solo fights to do for everyone's battle trophy, you go slowly insane. By slowly, I mean quickly, because you have to do this for every character, including Denny. Which is another reason why people highly recommend a second Denny playthrough. Because doing like 200 Coliseum fights with Denny before you lose him and or like reloading and getting him back is just kinda awful. It just kinda sucks, so... There's like people who do that because they have a save file with Denny and they do everything and then they, you know, reload later. It's like, oh, you're better off doing all the Coliseum fights with every character, get them stuff, and it's like, oh god, why would you do that before the Phantom fight? That's so tedious. I don't even like doing it now. I'm in the post-game with like mega post-game stats here. This game is torture, it's funny. Yeah, I like the battle trophy system in principle, and half in practice. Like I actually do. I like number go up. I'm not gonna lie. It's a spreadsheet game. It's a game for spreadsheet players, and I love having the spreadsheet and marking off the battle trophies and getting my percent up. All that shit vastly appeals to me. But some of these battle trophies are awful, and the 200 solo fights for everyone is the worst. You would think it would be 30,000 enemies, but honestly, I find 30,000 enemies marginally less tedious than this. Longer, although 200 for every character might give 30,000 enemies a run for its money. Mostly because you have to click through all of this shit. Yeah, I've never played in youth. Not that much of a spreadsheet player. Get a snippet of the other battle music that I like, that only really plays in this arena. It's very boring level, I know. funny hearing the new voice lines. Like, if we go into the Wandering Dungeon, we might hear Armat's leveling one, where he talks about this level of power is horrifying, and I'm like, fuck yeah, it is. Good shit. But I do think the 50 consecutive arena fights is probably one of my least favorite battle trophies. Because you have to do it for everyone, because you cannot take breaks. You can technically, I think you could go like do some item creation, but if you get into a fight on your way back to the ship, you've ruined it. I think as long as you don't do any fights, you're fine, but yeah, if you do a fight, you lost it. If you save and reload, you lost it because they don't want people losing and then reloading so that they, you know, don't lose their streak kind of thing. I'm a little surprised I don't already have the 100 enemies with Scorching Star. I've definitely done a whole bunch of Scorching Star kills. Oh, this guy's on fire. I wonder if Cerberus can beat him with fire. Yeah, it turns out you can still beat fire with fire. It's just a bit worse. No, there is no semblance of convenience. Yeah, this game is like anti-convenience. Even the fast travel at the end of this game is not convenient. Really, there is like some of these battle trophies at the lower levels are fine. Like, if it stopped at 50, well, 100 Coliseum fights, because there's 100 ranks. If it stopped at 100 Coliseum fights, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine. It's still kind of tedious doing 100 for everyone, but, you know, there are other games where you have to win the Coliseum with everyone. This one's like, win the Coliseum with everyone, and then do it again. Win the Coliseum with everyone twice. What? As I said before, there are other battle trophies that you can save in between, and if it messes up, you can reload, but this is not one of them. And yeah, the 360 version. Swap discs. You want to go back to the Countess, baby? You better swap discs. There's a reason why I never platinum this on the 360 version. One is because it erased my data on my, I want to say, third playthrough through the game. Right, I was on Nox Obscurus and I lost all my data because of the stupid, the lightest feather touch button. So the new 360s, the old ones you had to press the button, and the new ones is like, if you just like nudged it, it would go on. And I turned it off and I was pulling out my drive with my profile on it so I could play it at home on my my family's 360 instead of my one at my apartment. I brushed the button ever so slightly. It switched on while I was removing my pen, USB pen, and it corrupted all the data on it, and I lost my profile. Which meant I lost all my saved data, because all your saved data was tied to your profile, which is why I was transferring it between 360s in the first place. So, that was fun times for me. So that's what prompted me to buy the PS3 version of this game in 2015. I was playing through it again in 2015 on the 360, and that acted. So I was like, fuck it. I had started trophy hunting, platinum trophy hunting in 2015. I think it's just 2015. Let me have a look to see when, because I didn't have a PS3 for a while. My brother did and I didn't. And then I got one, because I had the 360, because the 360 is where all the JRPGs were coming out. So that was the console I had. I mostly played JRPGs, so I played 360. I had Final Fantasy 13 on the 360. It looks like my first ones were 2012. I believe that was on my brother's. Yeah, at least like 2013 is, I think, when I got my PS3. And of course I had Star Ocean on 360, so I didn't buy it on PS3. Until my hand was fucking forced in 2015. I had no choice. I lost my save file. If I'm gonna lose my save file, I might as well buy it on the console I actually care about the Chivos on. And that started my 6-year journey. Yes, I don't think I did like any of the post-game on the 360 version, thinking of it. I feel like I didn't even do... There's 20! Woo! Yeah, I don't think I even did, the Cave of the Seven Stars. At least I don't remember doing it. I'm trying to think. It's... Oh god, I mean, that might be... That would be when the game came out. So when was that? Was that like 2009? Yeah, 2009.
I could have done this all by myself.
I mean, it killed my family's 360 and we had to get a new one. Because both me and my brother were playing it for hours at a time, because that's what the bonus board mechanic makes you do. Because you lose your bonus board when you save and quit, we would play it for hours, keeping our boards. And that cooked. That Red Ring of Death, the 360. My dad was not pleased because it was his 360.
I could have done this all by myself.
How many more enemies do I have to kill with Scorching Star? I really thought I'd done a bunch already. I like New Jersey. Not this New Jersey. I like the state. It's a good state. Hey, get back here. Get back here. Don't you run away from me and my dog. So I was doing some battle trophies for Raimi, and she has one for killing enemies with a move of hers that just sucks nuts. Just one of the worst moves she has. Because it involves running up to the enemy, then standing still for about 2 seconds while she winds it up, and then it fires out like a little bit further out from where she is. So if the enemies are too close to you, they don't get hit by it. It is legitimately, I hated every second of doing that one. I was like, oh, this one won't be too bad. I'll combine it with doing 100 arena fights. And then it was just awful because she wasn't killing anything with it. Just fucking whiffed. I do not know why Raimi's kill enemies with this move. Hey! Hey! Both involved, yay! Both involved moves that ended up going close to the enemy. Her whole deal is she's a bow. She stays far away from the enemy. Why would I want to use moves that run up to the enemy? That's stupid. She doesn't have no guard. I also see why, technically you don't need to do any bunny racing for coins. But you can also see why bunny racing is easily the more efficient ways to get coins. Because at class 100, I'm getting, 300 profit. Here, what am I still getting? Am I getting like 20 something now? 28! Woo. It takes a very long time to get enough coins to buy anything from solo fighting. It's so tedious. After this, I will go make new neck accessories with tri-emblems. Actually, no, what I'll do, because I'm here, I will money. So, again, I was mentioning when I was going to money grind, the tri-emblems and stuff cost millions a fall. I don't really know how the game expects you to get that other than doing this trick. Because other than this money trick, you don't get that much money. Like, there aren't many fights that give you money. The Wandering Dungeon chests don't give you much money. Once you've done all the quests, that money is finite. You know, quests do give you money, but only in the order of thousands. And there are no repeatable quests for money. And you can see from even these fights, it's like, you really don't get much money from fighting. You can, like, stack your board with up to 100% money. I have 2 money things on here for multi-enemy kills. But even that is kinda, you know, not very much. You're like 200 money from that fight. So there's one money trick in this game, and I feel like that's the only real way to get the kind of millions that you need in order to buy out Santa's shop. I really can't think of any other way that you could reasonably do it. Which is kind of wild. There just isn't a way to make money. Like, you could, I guess, give up your fight coins for weapons and armor to sell, but I honestly don't think your weapons and armor sell for very much. I would maybe have to look, but I really don't think anything in the arena, because normally that's the kind of thing, you know, like your Dragon Quest has a casino where you get lots of chips and then you exchange that chips for items and you make money. Even Symphonia has, like, stuff like that. Symphonia has, like, synthesis tricks for money. I don't believe this game has anything like that. I guess with the duplicate skill, you could, if there was something that sold for a lot of money, you could duplicate it and sell it. But I honestly don't know if there is anything. People just use this method. It is the fastest, no, I meant it went far away. Most foolproof method of making money in the game. And I really think it's the only... Nice. Get knocked down 100 times. That guy knocked you down 100 times. Nice. Well, by 100th time. Nice, there we go. That's more like it. There we go. Your level has a bunch of get killed battle trophies and get knocked down battle trophies. There you go, she's been knocked down 100 times, but she got back up again. We're getting there, we're getting there. We're about 30 fights in. Yeah, it is like doing the 50 fights takes, you know, not that long. Yeah, even the trophies hate her. She has... We can have a look. I don't know if we can see all of her incapacitated trophies, but we certainly can see some of them. So yeah, get dead 10 times, 30 times. Get knocked down 200. 50 times. Then knocked down 333 times, I think. There's 70 times. Yeah, I don't remember what exactly the highest number of get killed is, but, you know, I think it's like 100, or maybe even more than 100 times. The game really wants you to die as Limmel. I believe there might even be, like... Oh no, Rainy might have to be killed 10 times in one fight. I don't actually know if Limmel does. That was boring. Looks like 100 times is the, yes, the highest one for Limmel. She needs to die 100 times. true. I would also, yeah, she, whew. Oh, Limmel. I really don't know why they decided to put some of the most annoying characters in this game. It is a strange decision. Get that crab.
What a stench. That was
Woo! 39 fight coins. Not that I have anything to buy with them. I have already bought every weapon. There's no point in buying the armor sucks. And I already bought enough jewels to give me 1 billion, Ashley Bernhardt jewels forever.
Got stronger, didn't you?
I could have done this all by myself.
So yeah, I've already done this with, everyone other than Limmel and, Miracle. And see that Sarah, Dr. Stoggs, Miria, Flips, Jersey, Apologia, they've already done their 50 consecutive. Yeah, I don't think there's anything, in the arena that sells for money. And again, like, the money trick is so much more money.
I could have done this all by myself.
I may have to look into it, but I feel like there just isn't any way to make money other than what we're gonna do after this, this one. But yeah, once you've gotten... I mean, it can be a decent idea to, split up your Coliseum stuff into different playthroughs just for your own sanity, but... it also doesn't really matter.
What a stench. That was
And mostly just being the easy, easy playthrough, but... How we were like, you know, do a lot of things on easy, but then, when you've got ultimate gear, there's really not that much of a difference between easy and normal. At least for, like, these kinds of enemies. But yeah, I don't know if anything in the coin section is worth money, and most of it's really expensive. So if I trade like 12,000 chips for a piece of armor that only sells for like, I don't know, 5,000 or something. I honestly don't know how much weapons sell for in this game because you never want to sell weapons. Or armor for that matter. A lot of it is unique. And the other thing is that you could cash your chips in for this, but you also duplicate. So you could, if you cash your chips in for everything, you only need to do it once, and then you could just duplicate it for like 1 clay. So these fight coins really are completely useless to me. We're still going. Limmel's still going. We gotta get that 50 consecutive fights. And I'm a little surprised I don't have the Scorching Star yet, but I guess I've killed fewer enemies with it than I thought.
I could have done this all by myself.
Oh, they expanded the arena into. Interesting. I don't really remember the arena much in the original 2. But no, again, this wouldn't be bad if they didn't make you do it 200 times with everyone. Hey, get back here. Yeah, walk into my attack, idiot.
What is
Walk into my flames. If I put my flaming dog out there and you walk into it, it's your fault. I'm just saying. Hey, bird. The other annoying thing is solo fights. I feel like if it was just like Coliseum fights, if there was a 50 or 100 solo, and then there was just like 200 Coliseum fights, and then the team fights counted, then at least like that would be something. You could bash out a whole bunch of people's ones with the team fights, but because it's solo, you just have to do this 200 times with everybody. It's so many. 1,800 fights if you don't lose a single fight. That's so many.
I could have done this all by myself.
You did do it all by yourself, Limo. You were all by yourself, dummy. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. All by herself. It's true. All by herself and her dog. She also has kill 100 enemies with another move of hers, Trinity Blaze. So
All by myself.
I'm very surprised. I wonder if this will pop. I have killed enemies with Scorching Star. Like, quite a few, I thought, but it hasn't gotten it yet, Less than 50, I guess.
I could have done this all by myself.
Oh, there it is. Hello. I was right. And you had killed quite a few. I think with that, I am one battle trophy away from 60%. Yep. Oh, actually, I need to change her move. Now that she's killed people with Scorching Star, she now needs to kill them with Trinity Blaze. 350 hours. Probably a lot more than 400 to go. I got like 60% in 115 hours. The last 40% couldn't possibly take that long, right? 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 Trinity Blaze, he grows like 2 heads. It's very cute.
It's all by myself.
It's a better version of Scorching Star. And I feel like, well, actually, I feel like in this playthrough, probably closer to 500 hours is probably right. It was about 700 hours, when I platinumed it on PS3. 'Cause that includes, a Universe Mode playthrough, a Chaos Mode playthrough, and, an Easy Mode playthrough for all of, Phases, or Denny's, battle trophies.
All by myself.
It's just a lot. I feel like people are like kind of the fastest you can go if you are uber efficient, and can do it is about 350 hours. I've definitely been more efficient. Pressing the wrong button. This playthrough. There we go! Woo! 60%. 60%. 50. 50 consecutive fights. Woo! And I get a 50 trophy and then a 50 consecutive because. Way 52. But yeah, if I like look over here, like I really don't know if anything here sells. And if this costs like 12,000 and I'm getting like Again, once you get up to rank 1, you get functionally no fight coins. Survival is where you get your fight coins. I don't know if I ever showed survival off on stream, but survival really is where you make your money. If you're not doing bunny racing is absolutely the best thing to do. But I could try, I could show off survival, which is the other way of making it. So survival is team fights. So it's Planet Annihilators versus a bunch of randos. Let's go. Yeah, I have no idea if I showed off this mode on stream, but these guys are quite strong. Essentially, it's a bunch of the fights that you can fight in teams in a row, and you basically double your bet or run away.
Pointless. I'm wasting time.
Alright, continue in the second match. Keep going. Keep going. Let's go. Ain't nothing stopping me. I probably have, yeah, I have that on at the moment. These are actually quite difficult. You can get some really easy fights in this. I don't know if it scales off of you. I don't really know how the survival works. Let's keep going. Let's go. Ooh, we got the boss. We got the second highest fight. It might be best based on your team rank, frankly. So this is the fight you have to do like 5 or 6 times before you fight Ashley. Is these two. They're very vulnerable to poison, so I got a bunch of Edge's poison kills off of them. Doing survival early is not recommended. I did do survival early, and I didn't get any like really high ranking fights. I do wonder if they base it on like what your team rank is. That's funny. I wonder if Ashley could appear. Yeah, I'm like, it's gotta be easier than that. That's literally the second ranked fight. Yeah, it's giving me a lot of tough fights. I do wonder if it scales. So I did this at a much... when I did this back before the Phantom fight, I got some really low ranked fights and I was able to get a couple hundred coins out of this. This is really where you can kind of see that Arma and Raimi are better than,
I feel like I finally have some self-confidence.
You have some self-confidence, girl. Are better than Edge because, they have much better moves. Dragon's Roar and Savage Sparrows is much better than Raimi's Roar. That was much easier fight. Still decently high level because it was the monkeys, but I am now really curious if Ashley could appear in survival. I think his little buddy is healing him. There's the buddy. You're not healing that guy.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring him on.
I really think it must do, because yeah, I didn't get anywhere near this level of tough fights when I was doing it. There he is! He can appear in this! I don't think I knew that, to be honest. He's going to be a lot easier than when I fought him on stream last time. And when I fought him off stream and he just murdered me over and over again. Now, he can still kill me, but that wasn't an instant kill this time. I already have the beat him in under 5 minutes battle trophy. I got that on like my 4th or 5th, because I have fought him. This will be the 8th time I've fought him this playthrough. So yeah, Edge would already be dead before I made the better armor. Sarah, thank you. Before I made the better armor and stuff, like, Edge would have died from that onslaught. I could not, like, I had to, like, hit and run him with Raging Strike. But with better the Stallion Snaps and, like, level 160, I was able to beat him in under 5 minutes. This will also be under 5 minutes, because he's already in his I'm going to Dragon Roar you phase, which is the right at the end of, That's right at the end of his. Once he gets really low health, that's when he does that. There. Thank you. Yeah, the problem with Raging Strike is it's one big hit, so at this point in the game, it's doing well more well more than the damage cap. So all that attack is kind of functionally useless, and you want moves with lots of hits, like Dragon's Roar, and that's the toughest fight you could possibly throw at me, game. Everything else is gonna feel like piss. I mean, look at this. Look at these chumps. Yeah, there you go. If you are high enough ranked, Ashley can turn up and kick your ass in survival. Keep going, baby. We're at 8. We're going. You've already beaten Ashley. You're really showing how much easier Ashley is when you've got ultimate gear. That was a victory lap for Ashley. Yeah, he kicked my ass. He is so hard. And it's really annoying. It's really hard to find information about making gear that doesn't involve using his jewels. Like, basically all the advice, even for like Gabriel Celeste, is, well, send some Ashley jewels. And it's like, yeah, I have to beat him 7 times in order to get those things. He's really hard. He killed Rainy, even with ultimate gear on. He killed Rainy. That's like how strong he is, you know? And you really want to fight him before you do very far in the Wandering Dungeon. You want to beat the super boss? Go beat another super boss 7 times! He's like... You know, even like chumping him still took like a couple of minutes.
Is this all they've got?
You know, it's not even that like... There we go. So, for maxing that out, for doing all of those fights, you start at 2 and then you double it. So it's like 2, 4, 8, 6, so on, until you get to 512. So I think survival is probably easier at, like, not quite post-game levels if you're not fighting Ashley, because my god, Ashley, sir. Yeah, hilariously probably, yeah, it still took several minutes. He's still a fucker. He's no longer deadly, he is just a time sink now. He's not the Ethereal Queen. Get 512 for all that effort. It is the only way to get coins from the arena once everyone's at rank 1 and your team is at rank 1, and I'm at rank 1 by far. Beating Ashley now and the team would only get me 2 fight coins. 2. It's a good thing they're useless, or that would, you know, feel bad. Alright, I'm gonna go make some money. Alrighty, we'll save here. And then we're gonna go make some cash. So, the PS3 version once again nerfed this trick. But they didn't nerf it badly enough that it isn't still the best way to make money. Just gotta double save. That's pretty much usual, to be honest. And then we're going down into the basement once again. He wasn't grinding enough, yeah, I know. Like, Doc said that, like, they really didn't want to make a 4, and so they were just, like, you know, hate this whole thing, and it's like, yeah, this game is extremely hostile. Alright, we're going into the basement. We have to go quite far down in the basement. We have to go to floor 4, and then we have to pop over to the other half of this dungeon to get to floor 6/7. That's where the enemy appears that, you will be using. I'm not very good at navigating this area. I do my best. What? Normie! It was absolutely designed with sheer malice, yeah. Apparently I'm into that. All the way over here. Then we go down. We're at 6 that I will set up. And I have to try to remember where this is. Alright. So, I didn't make money weapons for everybody, only some people. Yes, you've got a money weapon. And then it is... Oh god, I have too many... I have far too many fucking accessories. Oh, right. No, do I have it? Oh shit, what do I have it on here? I was like, oh, it's like a thingy one, but no, on this it's not. Just a random one. What did I put it on? Ah, anti-stun, there we go. These are a thingy one. Full snaps, that's the one. So did I make you, yeah, you have a money one, and I think Raimi does, and Bacchus does, which is the main one. Far too many accessories. Money. Yeah, you don't. So I think it's, I think it's the slot. I have all my money gear. Didn't really think it was worth putting money gear on everybody. No, that's experience. That's money. Money. And money. We'll see how this goes. With the laser suit on, it's probably fine. And then I think I made her the mystic bow with money, yep. Alright. Everyone has on as much money stuff as I can. People generally, other people get the board. I don't get the board here because the board will break. I don't think it's worth trying to grind out a board that is going to just get broken, like, basically immediately. So we're gonna black hole sphere, black hole sphere. Yeah, it's probably not attack boost. Yeah, probably auto healing. I've lowered my defenses quite a bit, although I still have the laser suit on. Oh yeah, he still has like a sense. But yeah. Alright, money, 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 money. Here we go. We're all dead. So there's a few places these guys can spawn. They don't always, so you kind of have to go looking for them. Oh, there he is. Alright. Okay. Metal scumbags, here we go. So, Black Hole Sphere kind of stops them from running, but it doesn't stop them from getting... I have realized I'm gonna have to move you a bit closer. So when they go into rush mode, they don't run away, and they start stealing money from you. So when they steal money from you, you can get it back. I think I'll actually need to put Sarah on. I'm just going to turn off all her attacking stuff. But I'm gonna need her a cure condition for getting rid of Void. So we'll just let her do that. The thing about her being on is she runs away. That's the thing about the board, is I feel like it gets broken all the time. Rainy needs to come in a bit. If they go for other people in rush mode, they can get out of the Black Hole Sphere and then run away with your money, which is not what you want. But you can see they're stealing 100,000 money from us. You get it back if you kill them. And when you get it back at the end of the fight, it is subject to all the money bonuses that you have applied on your gear, on your bonus board, etc. The reason I don't do bonus board is because I like these guys attacking Bacchus. It means they're not getting out of Black Hole Sphere range. And in rush mode, they will just break your board. But it is easier if you do a board, and you, if you use an otherworldly cuisine on Bacchus, they will not attack him, and then you can keep your board, but I find it a bit easier just to, let Bacchus get attacked by them. Because you can see, when they're in rush mode, they're not affected by Black Hole Sphere. But they don't run away when they're in rush mode anyway. And so this is the money making, this is like legit the only way I know how to make millions of money in any sort of, short time frame. I tend to go until Bacchus runs out of money, runs out of MP. You can go for a very long time. You can crash the game doing this. Uh-oh. They knocked him down. We're fine. Black Hole Sphere actually lasts for quite a while, which makes it very handy for keeping them in place. But you can see that this is a lot of effects happening. If you do this for like 20 minutes, you are putting a lot of effects out there in the memory, and the game doesn't like that so much. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. We'll see how much we get. It's also based on how much money you have. They can't steal more from you than you have. So you switch to the Scumbag Slayer, kill them instantly. You can also just do it with your ultimate weapons. We made 18,300,000 money from that. Less the money they stole from us, but that's fine.
I feel like I'm walking on air.
So you can get up to 99 million in one fight. So you see now we have 22 million. They stole about 2 million from us, and we made 16 million profit. So that'll be enough to clear out Santa, because I haven't used all my tri-emblems yet. I'll use another 2 of them to make the neck accessory, so that's 10, so that's 18 million. So that is enough, so I need 18 million, that's how much I need. You want to keep a stock of a few million, of course, to make this money back, because you do need enough money for them to steal from you in order for you to make money off of them. But that's actually enough. That'll leave me with 400, so everyone gets their good shit back on. You definitely need a lot of money to buy out Santa, but I've already bought him out once, so, we're good in that regard. Alright. Alright. Now we can exit the dungeon, and I will go make the neck accessories to use up a couple more tri-emblems, and then we'll pop into the Wandering Dungeon. Every floor of this dungeon has a warp back to the start of it, thankfully. I don't have to walk back. Wait. That's not what I wanted. Alright. Oh, how much clay? I actually I'll need clay. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more clay. Alright. I'm gonna need to duplicate my necklace 7 times, so I'm gonna need a bit more clay. Let's do it! Fight those skeletons a little more. Okay, good, that's the bat. Alright, I need to equip the Slayer bag. I'll need to re-equip Nuria. Slayer's bangle, and then a much weaker weapon, because otherwise she just kills them really quickly. You get fewer chances to steal if you kill things. Come on, buddy. Oh, stealing. Alright. Whee! Damn it, Mr. Bone Knight. Nice. Magical clay from both.
Amateurs throwing their lives away from.
But yeah, if you have like 140% money board, and you just keep going until, until your money is absolutely stupid, you can get like, I missed. You can get like full money out of that fight, just max money. I hate this when I get the bees in with it. They're so annoying. Fine, I always go for the preemptive. They're not deadly to me at this point because of my armor. Ugh, why am I getting hyper potions? Go away. But they are extra bodies annoying me. And not the bees. Alright, I need to do another one because I did not get very lucky with the clay there. I'm one short.
Pointless. Wasted time.
If you get the preemptive... He turned to the last one. If you get the preemptive, you never get bees with them. Preemptive always lowers the amount of enemies that are in the fight. Surrounded increases the number of enemies, as well as giving them like a rush gauge advantage. Wow, alright. But this guy is reluctant to give up his clay. Oops. No, the bee. Not the bee, honey. Not the bee. There we go. Activate rush mode. She has the battle trophy for activating rush mode 255 times. She's at like 99, somewhere between 99 and 255. Probably closer to 99. Alright, that's enough clay. Let's go. Ah, fuck. Ugh. Trying to avoid the bees and the bats and I guess Aramak just gets to kill some bees. Much less annoying now that, you know, I have really good gear. These bees are a fucking pain in the ass before that point. Now it's like Dragon Roar and they're dead. Oh, I was close enough to the bats. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. That's because I pressed Dragon Roar and I was in rush mode at the start of the ambush. Bye, bats.
Amateurs. Throwing their lives away for nothing.
I guess I got full board. That's not a bad place to be. Alright. We're going to the Countess! We're gonna make some neck accessories. And people really, really fight over what they want to put on neck accessories. I'm gonna just make a generic set for everyone right now, and then later on, when everyone's at max level, that's kind of when you... I don't really think there's a point in differentiating until you're near max level. Because one, it's a lot of time and resources, and you're not as strong as you could be, and two, you don't know if you're gonna cap attack, defense, those sort of things until you're that level. How am I doing? Killed 7,700 enemies. Let me save here. So I feel like before you're like ready to take on the Ethereal Queen, it's like I don't know, a generic set for everybody. It's just easier to manage. And then when you're at max level, which is like the max base stats, that's when you can be like, oh, this character needs an extra defense on their like defense plus 20 or 12 on their gear. Oh, this character is well beyond defense. They don't need that. Or well beyond attack. They don't need that attack. I can put something else on here.
Well then.
It can just get quite words. Just quite paralyzing quite quickly. Alright, I'm gonna start with a base green talisman. So what I want to put on is... I go for anti-status effects, mostly. So I want... anti... stun, silence, and void. I might need to make an anti-void amulet, because these all have stuff on them already. Oh, no, that's good. Okay, that has void... silence and stun already on it, so I can actually just put that on my green talisman. and get everything I want without worrying too much. There we go. Void, silence, stun.
Whoa, that is crazy level
Whether you
made.
like surviving in Cat via Fury is also like extremely a debate. I don't like having more than one. I think at one it's quite helpful. I think any more than that, it's like, I don't think it really makes a difference. We're about to put two tri-emblems on it for, you know, 2 to 400 in every stat, which is, you know, nice. It's good shit.
I wonder if I'd be any good at this. All finished. Don't forget, the base item's important.
And then we will duplicate that and put it on everybody.
Take it already.
I feel like for the most part you want to keep your defense plus factors on your armor, because it's defense plus 20 on your armor, it's plus 12 on an accessory. So I've seen people put like survive, you know, in Cat via Fury on their armor and then defense plus 12% on their accessory, and I'm like, no, it should be the other way around. Why would you do it that way? You get 8% more defense. There's a lot of weird information out there. I will need to duplicate it first. And it's like you kind of want your percentages on your armor where it'll be better, you know? Yep, so these only take one. There we go. Yes, it's less defense because I used tri-emblems instead of Ashley Jewels. But it's a bit more in hit and guard, so this is better for our mages for sure. I don't think it really matters all that much. The difference is like less than 100 defense-wise. So, like... The extra in the other stats makes up for the slight lack in defense. It's really the armor where you want the Ashley Jewels instead of tri-emblems, because it's a lot of defense. It really comes down to how you build. If you have a lot of attack on your weapons, you don't really need that much on your armor, and so you prefer the defense. I will probably make laser suits with tri-emblems for my mages. Specifically, so that they're not losing, you know, a few hundred int to their stuff. But right now, you know, we're looking pretty tasty. Everyone's, oh yeah, she needs her proper gear on. Everyone's looking at like 8,000 defense, 9,000 attack, you know? Even 8,000 int at this point because of the tri-emblems. Yeah, we're looking mighty fine. It'll turn everybody back on. I'll also go rest, because Bacchus has non-MP. Not that I'm using him in the second dungeon, so it's not that big a deal, but... So you guys got to see a little bit of the process, because when we streamed this before, we kind of went... we did the playthrough with the Ashley Jewels, the New Game Plus kind of playthrough, and that playthrough did the first dungeon, and then for the second bonus dungeon, I loaded up my already level 255 everyone kitted out as much as possible. Gear and all that. So, like, you know, seeing the Tri-Emblem being synthesized in this, this is, like, how I got to that point. What's in the box? What's in the box? Do I have a boys box? I do. There we go, there's the boys box. It's got, you know, footballs, cars, little robots, baseball gloves on it. That's a boys box right there. I can save before the dungeon. Alright. The Wandering Dungeon, where I am much stronger now. Ah, yes, I probably want to charge all my rings, because I suspect there'll be some out of charge. Okay, the Earth Ring. Oh, the Earth Ring looks like the only one right now. Go save at the end and charge my Earth Ring. So, funnily enough, you actually want to use the lady to restore your rings. It costs money, especially this fucking water ring at 50,000. But at this point, you can make millions in like 10 minutes, so... so like 50,000 doesn't mean that much to you. Let's check if I have any quests to hand in. I think I do. I think I have one quest that I think you would like. Without knowing where this item is, I'm not sure you would ever find it. I definitely don't want to hand in my Slayer bangles. They're important to me. But the Flora Fauna Laboratory wants a sandfish. So, sandfish, I was like, what the fuck is a sandfish? And I've played this game a few times, and I was still like, wait, what's a sandfish? So, back in the desert on Roke, there were these oases. Oasis? And sometimes, if you rub yourself up against the water line of the oasis, you can see there's a capture prompt, and you can get sandfish, and that's where the sandfish is. I had to go back and forth between the oasis about 5 or 6 times in order to find this fucker. I even like came back to the Calnus just to like kind of prompt an area respawn. They're kind of impossible to see in the water, and kind of the only way you know is like getting that, hey, press X to catch prompt. Go get that fish. I don't know how you're supposed to know about this damn fish, but that's where the sandfish is. It's time to destroy the Wandering Dungeon. Let's go. I will not be going to the Ethereal Queen. I am not ready for the Ethereal Queen. But I have a lot of items to still get in the Wandering Dungeon. And I'm hoping for, I want to find Santa or some more emblems, so in we go. Alright, so yes, the party here should be this lot, actually. Yeah. Because of the enemies that are around in the first sections. Alright, what do you want, buddy? What is our first floor condition? It's... Alright. First floor conditions are always terrible. Oh, there he is. I don't see any crystals. So there's the other one we didn't get to see. Geostones. Oh, this is a terrible fucking fight. So Geostones, as I mentioned, these are the drops from these enemies that you only get if you have the corresponding party member in. Those tusk guys are demons, these are animals, so Sarah should be in, but...
Pointless.
This is like the only fight.
I feel like I finally have some
This is like a garbage fight, so we will be looking elsewhere for Geostones. Yeah, this is yeah, alright. Ew, that's awful. That's like 3 animals. We're switching to Sarah instead. So the problem is, there are 5 types of enemies here. There are animals, undead, demons, bugs, and plants. I kind of won't know what kind are in this set until we get to the last one. Ooh, I should definitely sub Sarah in. At this point, probably for you. That way these guys can drop geostones. Bugs, excellent. More of what I like to see, bugs. Geostones on the first floor is incredibly mean because you do just kind of... You get geostones as you go through the dungeon. Yeah, we got like 4 from that fight.
Oh dear.
And so my bad karma gets worse.
Sure does, buddy. But the first floors, you don't have a chance to get any, so you kind of just have to farm them out. Yay, 183 money. The money chests in this dungeon are hilariously inadequate. Alright, here we go. Bugs! Excellent.
We were too careless. You think
Plants, Raimi's in there. Yeah, so these guys, these slimy boys are plants. Alright, well, I'm glad I kept Sarah in. There are undead enemies in this floor that are a bit more common than this, this awful fight, but... This is the fight the game keeps giving me, so Sarah gets to stay in for now.
Amateurs, throwing their lives away for nothing.
Okay, we got 2 geostones, that's not many. Kinda hoping for more from a big fight like that, but... A lot of the time, people will see geostones on the first floor and just leave. I don't really blame them for that. I thought about doing it, but I figure again, this is kind of... Geostone is the condition we didn't see when I came in here last time, so I feel like it's the one I gotta show off. That guy did not want to fight me. Alright, bugs, that's good. So yeah, this is why the ology drops are much easier to get in this dungeon. Because the geostones are not that rare a drop. We got 4 in one fight and 2 in another.
Pointless.
Hopefully 1 here.
Wasting time.
2 here, nice. So they're the easiest rare drop in the game. And what you can do is you can't see what the enemies are when you fight them. But if you respawn them with Miracle's Ocarina, they will be the same enemies that you fought if you fought them before. So what you do is you kind of go into a room, you try to find a room with 2 or 3 insect enemy fights in it. It can take a bit of time to do that, but you know, that's how it works. And then you just respawn them over and over again to get the same enemies over and over again.
The next fight.
That's how I got some none? Sure. That's how I got some Philosopher's Stones. So Philosopher's Stones are in this dungeon. There's an enemy that drops it. It's quite rare. An enemy. Wow, I really am getting this fight. Damn. There is an undead enemy. I hope doesn't show up. So yeah, basically I found a room with like 2 sets of them. And I just ocariinaed them over and over again. Bugs! Yay! Woo! In order to get... I only got like 4 of them. The thing about Philosopher's Stone is they're used in an awful lot of high-up item creation. And they cost 11 clay to duplicate. Because they're really rare ingredients, so they're like, well, we can't just let you duplicate that for 1 clay. So you need 11, which is a decent amount of clay. So I picked up a few before leaving last time. Alright, 2 geostones.
I wish he could have seen me become this strong.
I mean, rather unfortunately, only the person you are controlling gets the credit for an ology drop. So in that fight, it's like, if the kobolds dropped the geostones, then Sarah did not get the credit for that drop in terms of her battle trophy. And Aramat would not if they were not the bug drops. So there's no way to know who dropped the geostones if you fight a mixed fight. So that's why you really want to just have like 1 or 2 fights. You generally want an ambush because ambush does increase chances of getting the drop by virtue of more enemies, really. People like say it increases item drop rate. I don't know if that's true.
Amateurs throwing their lives
Like, does
away
it
for
just
nothing.
feel true? Like, is it actually true, or does it just feel true because you're fighting so many enemies that you get a lot of item drops? You have 12, I think we needed 14 with 2 more. You know, like, has someone actually gone in and been like, yeah, ambushes actually give you like a 20% drop rate? Or is it just because you fought 20 enemies in one fight? No one knows, but it is still better to get an ambush, really, because it does give you more enemies. You have a higher chance of getting that drop within that specific fight. If you get 2 drops in that fight, it would have been better, technically it would have been better to do them separately, because you would have gotten 1 and 1, so you've gotten 2 drops instead of just 1. But it just feels a lot better. Yeah, there's a geostone. Kind of feels worse to get, like, no geostones in a fight. With an ambush, you can, like, pretty much always assume you're gonna get a geostone. Oh no, I'm too full of rice. The bugs are very common on this floor and then become very uncommon later on. So like Aramat can and probably should be swapped out for Limo/Sarah, but because he needs 30,000 enemies, I never really feel bad about using him to kill things rather than the mages who suck. A lot of enemies in this dungeon are very resistant to elements, which is basically all that they have. So unless you're using your mages, I honestly just feel like it's better to have Aramat in, or Edge in,
Amateurs.
killing things while you're controlling. Alright, so we have more geostones than the game wanted, right? We have 16. It wanted 14. Let's find out what happens to our geostones when we go back to that geostone thing. It's like, show us 14 geostones, right? So, you know, it takes 14 geostones. That's fine, that's fine. No, it takes all of them. It doesn't matter how many geostones it asked for. It takes all of them that you have in your inventory. You can have a max of 20. So if it asks for 9, it takes all 20. Why? Because this game hates you. Ooh, it's a magic play. It is astounding to me that it would be like, I want 14, and then it would just take however many you have. You cannot, like, have a surplus. There is no point in grinding out 20 geostones. It's like, I want 9. Just get 9. If you already have 20 and it takes them from you, you know, that's fine. That happens. But, it definitely kind of sucks when it's like, I don't want very many, but I will take all of your geostones, because then if you get, like, a bunch of, geostone fights in rooms in a row, you're starting from 0 again. So this guy, we fought him. He's... Wow, he did 54 damage, that's funny. He's now a complete pushover. He wasn't exactly hard before, but... with ultimate gear, he's dead now. Bye.
Not bad, but I can still do better.
You will never do better. Alright, got doll. Ah, there's the thing. I might as well just leave. I think, there's still a lot of items I need to get. Okay. Hey, goodbye, Mega Ultra Chicken. I still want to look on floors 3 and 5, but I think I did get the artifact bow. Yeah, there's the artifact bow. On floors 4 and 6. So I have the Blazing One Infinity Save. It's kind of 3, 5, and then 9 is where I'll be looking for items. Yay, 5,000 money! Woo! I also did a shit ton of crafting so that, like, when I pick up chests, I actually, you know, I actually get something out of them. A lot of times it's just like, you already have this, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I am full on that. It's not crystal, so I get the horrible feeling it's probably, geostones again. You can pick up geostones in chests, by the way, but it is, of course, not a very, not a very fast way of getting geostones. But if you're picking up chests, then, you know, you might get... I'm not getting any, but you might get some. Apart from up here... Yeah. You can always tell a crystal floor because there are crystals. Lots of sacrificial dolls. Alright, do you want geostones again, motherfucker? Oh no, good, it's assassins. Alright, easy peasy. This is really where you do have to be a little careful about Aramat's Dragon Wars. I said he can, defeat our assassins are where it can really, break the game. You can kind of see it a lot of the time in lagging, ambushes. Again, I don't know if this remastered version is as prone to those kind of crashes as the original. I know the PC version of the remaster was extremely crash heavy. Like, that thing crashed all the time, constantly. This one has been pretty stable, so far, but... You know, you never want to risk it in a dungeon in which you cannot, save your progress, you know? Yeah, if I changed to, like, Raimi or Sarah, they would potentially get credit for a Geostone drop. Oh, there's the undead guys. So these guys are the ones Limmel normally get, so that's why I have Limmel in this party normally for Geostones, but... They haven't been shown up. We lose kobolds instead. These guys are demons, they're Miria. Why are big jade golems, demons? I don't know. I learned not to ask too many questions.
Pointless. Wasting time.
We got a few juices. We got a moonstone drop. That's good. I need a bunch of moonstones for synthesis. They're at least like a 1 clay dupe, but any I can get extra are really appreciated. Oh yeah, I should have explored the rest of 3. Oh well. For the chests, but frankly, you also get very bored of this dungeon. You have to come in here a whole bunch. You, so fun, what a bother. So you very, very quickly get bored of looking in every chest. But yeah, you see with like the spells and Savage Sparrows and Dragon Roar just how many effects can be on the screen. The game definitely doesn't like that. Bye.
We did it! Nicely done.
Yeah, the bosses aren't really gonna pose a problem for me for a while in this dungeon. Alright, where's the doll? I don't really need to pick up chests because I have the artifact bow, which is the one on this floor. And when you're going, there it is. When you're going for the Ethereal Queen, you want to be picking up no chests. You want to be just like... That's when you really reset when you see a Geostone floor first time. You're just like, that is so much time on the first floor where you could get a Crystal Zard Assassin instead. So you just exit and come back in. Like you wanna, if you're going for the Queen, you want to spend as little time in this dungeon as possible. So you do not want to be fighting, enemies or try to pick up any items. You kind of make other runs for all the rare items that can be found. Alright, what are you? Oh, crystals. Okay. I personally find crystals the most tedious one. It's certainly the worst one on higher floors. But, like, quite often you will have to recharge your light and your darkness rings. Like, on higher floors, you'll be recharging that right ring like every other room. It's really annoying. Oh, still have too much poison hemlock, I guess. And I've done that where it's like, oh no, I've missed a room somewhere. Fuck, I have to go through all the rooms again. trying to find whatever room I missed. Torture. Ah, yeah, see there, I'll have to charge my light ring. I don't know why they made the light ring, one use. It's awful. It sucks. Why would you do this? And then have this mechanic in the bonus dungeon. Like, you better have a bunch of disintegration stones. You could buy them from Santa for like 30,000 a stone. Yeah, I feel like geostones later on aren't so bad, and I feel like, I mean, the assassins is the easiest one, but also the one most prone to crashing your game. So that's kind of funny. You kind of do want to see assassins because it means like your run through the dungeon is much shorter, but also it's like it's riskier. You know, you see assassins, you're like, well, I hope the game doesn't crash on me. Yay, and also, oh fuck. I can't remember exactly what crashed our game. When we streamed it the first time through, it did crash, and I had to redo like an hour. But I don't remember what exactly crashed the PS3. I have no idea if Vicus remembers. It was a while ago now. But, like, something in this dungeon crashed in, and it's like, oh god, I'm streaming this, and, like, we're trying to get down to the Ethereal Queen, and it just crashed. Ah! Luckily, it did not crash the second time, and I was able to defeat the Ethereal Queen. I will almost certainly not be streaming. If you want to see me defeat the Ethereal Queen, we have it on our YouTube channel. That VOD is up. Like I say, Like a Dragon's coming out tomorrow. Yeah, it crashed, and we're like, oh fuck, and I don't remember how or why. 6 doesn't have anything I want, so I can probably ignore the chests. Ideally, I'm looking for floor 9. Floor 9 is the one that has the vending machine. I can't help myself, though, if there's a chest in the way. But yeah, since Yakuza comes out tomorrow, I'll probably stop playing Star Ocean 4. I say, a fool. And the Ethereal Queen runs are just very scary. It was quite scary doing it on stream. Because the Ethereal Queen sucks. She sucks to fight. I don't think she's ever actually killed me. But only because I've gone in every time, like, really prepared. Really stacked to the gills with recovery items, and also terrified every time that she's going to kill me, because she could. If I wasn't vigilant, she absolutely could destroy me. Like, you can never take the Ethereal Queen, especially at 6 wings, for granted. Even at max stats, even with, like, best weapons, even, like, with a good strategy, she can just decide to ruin your fucking day. Wow, he clipped me and, got my board. What a jerk. Bam. Thanks, Rami. So yeah, it's like, it's terrifying every time you come down here, because you're like, this is 2 hours I could waste. And technically what you could do is just do one run, and then fight her 5 times in one go, but like, no, never. The amount of stress that would be, is incredible. I can't even imagine trying. One, like, having enough items to fight her 5 times in a row, you will use a shit ton of revival, recovery shit in that fight. Alright, what do you want, buddy? Crystals, you got it. Oh, we've gotten to the floor, got geostones. I fired up Dragon's Roar and switched to Edge and it froze. Yeah, that's Dragon's Roar! I'm playing with fire by having Aramat in here. I can probably swap him out for Edge now. Because the bugs will not appear. We're on floor 7. Charge my Darkness Ring. And they basically stop appearing on this floor. I'll just recharge my light ring while I'm here. Yeah, it's Dragon's Roar, baby. It can crash the game. I mean, the thing about it is it hadn't. That might have been my first ever crash if Star Ocean 3 was on stream. I do think that Vicus's PS3 is more prone to crashing than my one at home. It's definitely laggier. It might just be because it's really old now, but it definitely doesn't like being too hot. And so like, I don't know, wait, did I? No, I experienced a crash before, but it wasn't Dragon's Roar. I crashed in the first post-game dungeon doing stuff with Miracle, because I was grinding out her, I was grinding out her ology drops on birds, because there are no birds in this dungeon, so you have to do it. The best way to do it is the 7-star dungeon, Gabriel's dungeon. There's a bit where you can get a couple of birds really close to each other and you just respawn them over and over again. That crashed my game once. But again, that might have been this PS3. At that point, I wonder if I was over here on this PS3. It very well could have been. And so far, I have not had a crash on the PS5. Touch wood. So, things are going pretty good on the PS5 version. Nice, Disintegration Stone. I like seeing Disintegration Stones here because, yeah. When you get a lot of crystals, you want them. You really just hope that a lot of the crystals are your, like, rings with 20 uses and not your light ring with 1, but inevitably you will get, like, light ring crystals on every floor. And this is why, you know, I've said before, technically this dungeon is doable without all the rings if you miss the Earth ring on Earth, the only missable ring in the game. Practically, unlikely. Because you have to get either no crystal floors or no earth crystals, and I think we have indeed seen some earth crystals. So the amount of luck you would need to get through this dungeon, I think we still have months to go. I will just figure that out now. Come from down here? I'm actually not sure. No, yeah, this is what I got left. So yeah, it's like, I don't know if you can in, yes, the green ones just are fairly common. I don't know if you can actually avoid getting crystals the whole way down. I don't know exactly what determines what floor you get. I do know there's some shenanigans with what you get on like the first floor determines what you're gonna get on your last floor, and also whatever's your 19th floor will also be your 21st floor, your 23rd floor, your 25th. Basically, the last 2 floors of this dungeon repeat infinitely. So if you got assassins before the Ethereal Queen, you will get assassins on the next floor. And so on. So if you get crystals, you're gonna have to destroy all the crystals again, that sort of thing. That's like the only one I know. I have no idea if out of the, I want to say 10 floors? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, yes. Of the 10 floors, if you can always roll the dice so well that you only get geostones and assassins. I would have to know what the probability of getting each kind of floor is. Ugh, the darkness ring again. I have not been lucky when it comes to these crystals. They have been quite mean, actually. I've had to replenish the light ring like 3 times and the starting ring like twice already. So yeah, I would have to know if it's just a straight... My guess is it's not a 33% chance. I do think people know it's rolled as soon as you go in the dungeon. Like, all your floors are set after that when you go in, but I don't know if people know what the respective chances of each floor are. Again, we've seen all 3 now. Geostones, Assassins, and Crystals twice. I guess someone would just have to, like, try it. You'd have to quit out every time you got a crystal floor until, like, the one time in a million. I would love some statistics on how likely that is. Okay, hopefully that's all the crystals now. All the crystals, buddies. All the crystals! Yay! Alright, so... I think this is the first new boss on stream. I fought this guy a couple of times now. Yes, I was right. There are only certain rooms that can contain bosses and Santa. Normally, there are these big rooms that can have a boss in them. This room, I believe this room as well. I believe Santa can now start appearing. For me, last time I think he appeared on floor 10 and 13. We'll see if we see him. That's definitely my goal, is to see him again. And also, like, floor 9 is... I'm really hoping for that vending machine. I'm getting so many int boosts and I don't need them. So, like, you see that, like, room with the 4 corners? That's a dead-end room that cannot have a boss in it. You can never have a boss in a room that, has the 4 squares. This one I think is also, yeah, not a boss type room. I think the one here is the blazing one, which I already have, like 3 of. Next floor is the one where I really want something. Yeah, I think this is the boss. There we go! Imperfect Armoros. This guy is still kind of an asshole. So, like, he's not gonna be able to kill me. He's not strong. The problem here is that once again we have to punch through his stupid, guard. Lag the game out severely. We kinda just, he's perfect too, aw. So yes, we kinda just have to keep wailing on his side until, until it breaks, and then we can finally hit his weak spot for big damage. I should, per Sarah, I've given her nothing to do other than healing, so I should, There's no point in these spells anymore. Okay, so, the very funny thing about these support spells is they also go up to your max stat. So if you have 9,999 attack, this does literally nothing for you. It can only go up to that total amount. So these are all pretty... This one's still fine. But... like, they basically... Her buff spells become completely useless in the post-game, which is very funny. They're very useful before then. They help you punch above your weight quite a bit, but with max attack, they do nothing. She'll put it on and it'll be like you will do no extra damage. It is quite funny. I don't know how most games normally do their buffs. But yeah, the fact that the buff hits the stat cap is very funny to me. I feel like in most games they don't they don't do that. And we can see bits falling off this stupid arm. This stupid I have no idea what actually determines when that will fall apart. I don't know if it's like hits or damage. I don't know if anyone knows what causes this thing to fall off. You just have to keep attacking until it does. Funny that Edge is still with Raging Strike doing like appreciable damage to him now. Like that was 23,000, you know. Yeah, the best part is never knowing how long this fight is gonna go, yeah. And you can see all these bits flying off of it. The other annoying thing is it's to his side, so that, like, if he decides to focus on you, he will face you, and thus you don't get a lot of direct hits on this thing. This fight is not in any way hard. He's not difficult. He is just, even at max stats, this guy is fucking tedious. I can't see, guys. Whoever's casting those spells, guys. Well, this imperfect guy is a piece of shit. This is probably going to be the longest boss fight that we see today, purely because of him hiding his weak spot like this. And again, I do not know. I try to attack him from the side, but I don't know how you actually break this stupid thing. Oh, there we go. And then you still have to, you know, kill him. Once his weak point is open, though, he's pretty easy, but...
Looks like we're done here.
Oh, it's so bad a fight. It's the first boss fight in the game. and is easily one of the stupidest. It's just like, who wants to do this game? Nobody wants this. I don't know if I saw the obelisk in the rooms I went to. Yeah, there it is. I didn't think I'd seen it. Alright, floor 9. This is the one I want to get every chest in because this can have the vending machine. And I want this vending machine, and it has been kind of mean. It has not given me this vending machine yet. Maybe I'll get that Infinity Saver stream luck and we'll get it. We'll get it here. Quite a big floor 9, so there's a decent shot. Once these floors get really big, it can be very hard to navigate them efficiently. So this is either geostones or assassins. My bet is it's geostones, but never know. There's also the Trident Harpoon, which some people do use as Sarah's ultimate weapon. And I will need, because if I'm doing 100%, I'm getting the weapon data, which includes all these stupid random ones on this dungeon. There's a geostone. Yeah, I've gotten the first, 3. I've gotten the, artifact bow, the blazing wand, and the infinity saber. I still need everything from, the floors lower than this. I didn't get the trident, and I didn't get the hidden claws for Miracle. That's on 10 and 12. Trying to be systematic. I also feel like there's not really much point fighting enemies unless you get told to do geostones, because the game will just take all your geostones from you regardless of how many you have. There's not really any point in fighting things until you know you need them, and then you start fighting things. Oh, I got it. Oh, stream. I should, whenever I need an item, I should stream it, because I got this. Again, on stream, like the Infinity Saber. Woo, 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 woo! Alright, little vending machine number 3. This has a different set of items from number 1 and number 2. It is very, very handy for some of these quests, because I believe, if we look at our quests, we have a shit ton of really these symbol card ones. So the annoying thing about these symbol card ones is it's times 6. And I can only make 2, maybe 3 of these at a time with 20 ingredients, because they need 6 of paint. And the only place to, other place to get the ingredients for them is EN2 shops. So you would have to go to your ship, make what you can, run all, warp all the way back to EN2, run it in the shop, buy it out, go all the way back to the ship and do it again. But this vending machine has paint and cards for symbol cards. And that makes making these a fuck ton easier. And that's what I like to see. I could probably complete all the quests now. I could do it before. I don't think there's anything here in these quests that yeah, since I've done Santa's quests, there's nothing in here that would stop me. The main thing is you wanna, a lot of this you wanna just duplicate, because it's a pain in the butt to gather the ingredients. And the vending machine 3, I was waiting until vending machine 3 so I didn't have to do awful things for these damn symbol cards. I can't remember what else it has for sale, but I'll probably check it out at the end of the stream, so... Oh, I'm very psyched. That is twice I have gotten things on stream that I'm very happy. I just need to stream it. If I want, You know, when I'm gunning for that sword on floor 19, I should just stream it. It's 2 for 2 so far on things I wanted, and I've gotten them on stream and not off stream. I have never seen another Infinity Saber in a chest, you know? Clearly, stream luck power is real and my friend. Yeah, so still the Trident Harpoon, but I'm more than happy. The vending machine was really, oh, there you are. Was really the pull here. 18 geostones, baby! Alright. Alright, well, we better start fighting, because I think we have, like, I don't know, 5? 6! 12 more, alright. So we're on floor 9. So yeah, it's just kind of a mix of... You get some more enemies like this turtle, starting floor 6. A lot of them are undead, so I will need to put Limo back in the party at some point. I probably replace Edge with Limo. And control Raimi. Or the person who is getting the fights. Oh, no Geostone? Thanks. Yeah, these are all undead, so it's Limo. What I really want is a fight with like 4 of the same things. This is a decent one, because it has 3 undead. Ideally, I want... This is more undead. That's pretty good. Actually, that's not a bad one. Let's see what the other fight is here. You ideally want a whole bunch of enemies together, of all one type. Oh, boom, Disintegration Stone. Also, right over the boobies. I mean, Disintegration Stones are fine, because, you know, Limo does need them to charge rings, and since I have max, I will probably just charge a bunch of rings here. I'll probably do this set of fights. Are you an undead? Or you something else? Ah, demons. This is Miria. So I think the thing, I should explain, so I've mentioned that, like, symbologists aren't as good as, physical users, right? So I need you to look at, this is her list of spells that she can attach to a button. So this is a list of spells that she can get chain, bonuses on. Icy Needles, Deep Freeze, Lightning Blast, Thunder Flare, Shadow Needles, Extinction. This is her list of spells. So, Arctic Impact, Plasma Flare, Dark Devour, Divine Wave, you cannot stack on buttons. So, the big problem with mages is that they cannot chain bonus. And so some of their... Wow, it's just Disintegration Stone again. Nice. Mean. Alright. Let's change how it went, but, yeah, it's like part of the reason why your physical units can be so much better is that they can chain their attacks. And because you can chain your attacks, you can get a bonus of up to like 260% or something, damage. Because Symbologists can only chain their basic spells, they're never going to be doing as much magic. Liiiittle is actually better off because she can chain her Cerberus skills. And Hand Grenade is actually pretty decent. I don't have Hand Grenade on at the moment because she's killing 100 enemies with this, but because Hand Grenade is actually decent damage and because you can stack it, Liiiittle is actually kind of the best offensive mage, weirdly. Nobody likes her though, and she's bad for other reasons. In that, even with the stacking, her Cerberus spells are not as good as your physical units anyway, but it really is like, you cannot chain combo bonus your best spells as casters. It's a really weird decision to do. And I think it's because on this button it's almost an instantaneous cast. So that and like a lot of enemies and super bosses, finally got 2 at least, are immune or at least resist all elements, kind of like I do, you know? Oh, I got surprised. So then, like, you know, the spells are just bad. Not entirely sure who hit me, but you know, I'll question these things. Muriel's AI is pretty bad as well. And because I got that vending machine, I'm probably not going to go too much further down the dungeon. Because I don't want to crash and lose it, essentially. But we will go see the next boss, because I really want to emphasize how much the Tri-Emblem chumps this fucking boss. Who was a pain even when I came in here before. Oh god, when it lags like that, I'm like, oh god, please no. Alright, 2 more. I think we need 8 more. 7 more, okay. If you're too close to where an enemy would spawn, the ocarina does not spawn them. That's why I move away when I use the ocarina. It's because if you're on top of them, it will not spawn them. Okay, it's basically all the casters are down at the bottom. All the physical units are better than the casters, which is why Edge is mid-tier. Because he's kind of the worst physical unit. But he's better than every caster. Oh, no geostones! You want to use symbology? Yeah, it's like non-elemental, you can stack it. You can get extra bonus damage on it. It's kind of, you come back here. Oh god. Oh, they've separated. They have gone walkabouts. They kind of follow you, but sometimes they decide that they're in their own little world and I have to not go over to the... If I cross the room, it will reset these enemies. But yeah, it's just... It's kind of funny. Like, Edge is kind of the middle tier by virtue of all the mages sucking. Denny Phase sucks, because he doesn't... He actually, his sword's not too bad, but because he's a hybrid, he doesn't actually get any rapier attack skills. He just gets magic, but he gets bad magic. He's really strange, and he's pretty much always at the bottom.
Talk about on show, my girl.
Alright, that was some geostones. Is also working Limmel towards her parapsychology drops, so always helpful. Everyone needs 255 of those fuckers, so... I have to check back. I was like, what am I doing here? Like, okay, we need 4 more. That's not what I wanted. I'm good at menuing. Just saying, you kind of want to be ambushed, because ambushing gives you more enemies. Generally, this fight only gave me 3, I guess, but... preemptives give you fewer enemies, ambushes give you... not ambushes, surrounded or whatever it is. Ambush is a different thing. Surrounded gives you, more enemies on the field. I'm definitely a little concerned by the lagging and the ambushing. The other thing about, I mentioned that you get into 2 fights when you're getting the drops, because you're more likely. The other thing is you just have to menu less. If you fight one enemy, you have to, ocarina after every fight, You do 1 fight, you come out, you ocarina, it's a lot of menuing. When you fight 2, you at least have 2 fights in a row and then you menu. Limmel has a battle trophy for doing max damage with Firebolt. Pain in the butt. You can see that even at max int, spells don't do that much damage. Compared to Dragon's Roar, and Savage Sparrows, and Raging Strike. Everyone has a do max damage trophy. And for the mages, you basically cannot get that. You cannot get that through normal means. Oh, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. Beautiful, beautiful. I was like, oh, please give me 3, please give me 3. Your mages simply cannot hit the damage cap with their normal moves. They just cannot do it. Edge can, Miracle definitely can. I'm not sure about Amaranth. Amaranth has a lot of, multi-hit moves and not a lot of one single strong moves, which is really what you need. And basically none of your casters have spells that just do 1 big hit. Alright, this is a boss floor. Guys, really, I'm not interested. Alright, oh, not, wow, there's only 1 boss room? Anything on this floor? I think it is, because it's 410. Yeah, I can get the hidden cause here, so I should be looking at the chests, but I'm kind of surprised there only seems to be 1 possible boss room. Maybe 2, if that other room is capable. This room is. There he is. She is? Alright. What could there be to discuss? I guess I came I didn't really come to return the item. I don't think you'd be here again. Why do you think I am? Because it's a treasure? Because you can't fit through the door. Now I know her secret. You can't be allowed to live. I'm going to swap Limmel for Edge. She's saying something there. I have no idea what she's saying. I would normally go Aramat, but I'm trying to avoid Dragon's Warps. Yeah, I have no idea what she's saying. So like, her weak spot is a lot easier to access than others. She does hit like a fucking truck, though. Someone's little lag. So you can see that they like to do a lot of spells. Which is really annoying because that stuns you, of course. And stops you from being able to attack. Those like earth spells, you're stuck for the entire time you're in them. Thanks for the heal. Edge doesn't have like HP boost on right now, which is definitely like why he's like a little scary. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this boss is still scary. I do have to stress. Once I have max health, it'll be a lot less scary. But the fact that I am not getting wrecked by... Actually, did you do me a favor, Miria? No, not Ice Needles. Ice Needles is not a favor, Miria. You have Void, Miria. I wonder if it works. I wonder if she's immune to Void. Might be. Typically, no, not immune to Void. There we go. I'm like, Miria, help me out by voiding those goddamn attack buffs, please. But no. She's gonna be much less scary now that she's not got a massive attack buff. Yeah, that did 0 damage to me. There we go. Sometimes they will cast it themselves, and sometimes the Limmel and Muriel will refuse to cast Void. And I'm like, it would be very helpful for me right now if you would cast Void, actually. Sarah does not have Void, unfortunately.
I never imagined I'd wield so much power.
Which is a decent reason to put Fairy Star on Muria instead. She has fast cast and Void. We've now beaten the boss, so yeah, like when you are at these chests, I look at them. When you're immune to spells, a lot of the damage from that fight goes away. A lot of the annoyance, because like she and her minions are always casting spells. And those spells will interrupt you, even if they don't do much damage. Unless you have the 20 resist and you're doing and they're doing no damage to you, they will interrupt you, and that is very annoying. So I do think this boss room, this can be a boss room. It can also be a Santa room. I'm hoping we see Santa. That's kind of the other thing I would like to see before I leave is try and get Santa to get those tri-emblems. But I also don't want to risk losing the vending machine, so I don't want to overstay my welcome here. Now I'm searching through for chests for the potential weapon for Miracle, and also... Oh, there's the end one. Okay, so it's here. Yes, Miracle's weapon's on this floor. I doubt I will get Streamer Luck that handy that I will get it as well, but... Because you get a lot of disintegration stones from fights and stuff, I never feel too bad about just blasting all my rings up. I mean, I was at 20, so it's like, yep. Ah, right, this is where I started. Chest. Alright, will I get Miracle's weapon? Let's find out. A bit of a loop. Yeah, because bosses can only appear in dead ends, when you get a floor like this and there's only like 2 dead end rooms, you're like, oh, well, I guess I know where the boss is. I'm gonna free him. It's also very funny to me that they don't have, they don't use unique models for all the fights in here. They just use one generic model, which is interesting. Wonder if that was just like a deliberately disorienting choice. Not today. Alright, not many rooms left. So this room up here, this dead-end room with the like, platform in the middle, this cannot be a boss room. One of the few dead-end rooms that cannot be a... Thanks to the Mazer Cannon, that's like Bacchus's like starter weapon or something. So yeah, that particular room is not... Oh, that cannot be a boss room. Which is kind of funny. We'll just check this room again, but I think it has nothing in it. Yeah, unfortunately did not get the claws. That's fine. If we do go down to floor 12, we have another chance then. Okay, we're on floor 11. Different enemies are going to start showing up if we fight them. I may not. On this floor we get augmentoids, little mutants, and Damascus orbs. I'm really hoping for is Santa in one of these boss rooms. And then I will leave. So this floor can have Absolute Protectors, which I did already get, and the Infinity Sabers, which I've also already gotten. Oh, there's another Absolute Protector. Fun. I don't think that's generally what people use as, ultimate armor for Miracle and Raimi. Alright, come on, Santa. Well, this is, another Assassins or another Geostone room. If it's Geostones, I might just leave, frankly. Oh gosh, we'll see. Please just be Assassins. Oh, Assassins, alright. I will probably just leave. There's nothing on this floor unique that's any good. So yeah, here's some new enemies. Augmentoids. The Augmentoids are undead, the little mutants are demons. The little mutants, which is very funny, because those enemy types are normally humanoid. At least they are. The ones on Nox Obscurus are humanoid enemies. But here are the demons. These guys, these are Damascus Force. These are demons. And these guys are the first place you can get Philosopher's Stones. And Philosopher's Stones are used for a lot of really good weapons, including weapons that people do use as ultimate weapons. I believe Edge's sword and Raimi's bow from item creation using these Philosopher's Stones are often used as the base for ultimate weapons. We'll see if we get a Philosopher's Stone from that. Those guys are pretty uncommon on floor 11. They're much more common floor 13 downwards. They're very hard to find on floor 11. I can attest to that. I had a real hard time finding them. torts.
Nothing can stop this. Nothing can stop this.
Think you can keep up with me?
Scintillant scream. You're going down. Nothing can stop this.
Yeah! Torts, torts.
Nothing can stop this.
No, Zara yet. The same torts that are in Star Ocean 3. That I called elephants, because, you know. I mean, they look like elephants. Nothing can stop this. So you can see that there's that bit of delay when there's still like spell effects and stuff on the screen. That I think is basically why the game crashes with Dragon Roar. When there's a lot of those effects, it lags out, and I think it can also cause it to crash. Oh, he ran away. Oh, sure.
I guess I was expecting you to.
Now we got 3 million. We got another Philosopher's Stone! Yes! Excellent.
Is this really okay?
All right.
I need like 12 of those for item creation, so I need a lot of those. There's another enemy later on in the dungeon that drops those, but I don't quite want to go that far. Alright, so we're now on floor 12. This is another chance for Miracle's weapon. Oh god, like it's so big. Alright. We got a few chances for the boss slash Santa, so let's go exploring. Oh! That was it. I'm clicking through them too fast, but that was it. That was it. That was... Wow, I really do need to stream the Wandering Dungeon. That is Miracle's Wandering Dungeon weapon. The Hidden Claws Crimson Falcons. Alright, that is incredible. Thank you everybody for all your luck. I have had such a time in the past getting these fucking weapons. And the vending machine. And I am very happy. Thank you, everyone. It's all you. It's all you. Nothing to do with me here. There are not that many boss type rooms here. I mean, I guess I can stop looking at chests, actually. I got the weapon. What am I looking for? So used to looking at chests. Alright, well, I guess I'll try to find... I know where the exit is, so I guess now it's just trying to find the boss slash Santa. Oh, this is a very good trick. Every floor you get the weapon on means another floor that you do not have to open chests on. Which saves you so much time. You know, now I don't have to open chests on floor 10 or 12, you know? I still do, because I can't help myself, but I don't have to. And that does save time. Okay, there's 3 boss rooms up here. Neither of those are boss rooms. No Santa, no boss. Alright. I'll definitely go down to floor 13 and I will search it for Santa. There's the boss! So very funnily, weirdly, I don't know why they go from to Grigori into just this guy. And after this, they do shadow fights. It's weird to me. And oh no, the next floor is Kokobio refight. Another reason I don't really want to go further down. I would like to just get Santa and leave, frankly, with my spoils. And normally when she has stuff other than her healing on, she will do stuff other than her healing. Don't know why that didn't heal me to full, but sure. Maybe I pressed restoration instead of resurrection. It was very funny to me when people are like, oh, fast cast and Fairy Star is way better than just Fairy Star. It's like, spells cast really quickly in this. The animation of casting takes longer than the cast itself does. I really don't think Sarah is that much appreciably slower with Fairy Star that I feel like I'm missing out not having fast cast. So sometimes I do 0 damage on bosses like this because they also have factors like I do that are like nullify HP damage 25% of the time. I have that on my armor. Enemies can also have that. And that's why sometimes you'll see an attack do 0.
Looks like we're done here.
Looks like we're done here.
Wonderful when effort is rewarded.
My effort's never rewarded. We'll check the boss room in the hopes that, Santa is there, but not that hopeful. Santa? No Santa. Alright, there are no other possible rooms for Santa that I haven't already been in, so we're just gonna head to the exit. I think floor 13 might be a floor in which I... Yes, okay, it has the Trident Harpoon, so I will be opening chests in floor 13. If it's crystals, I will just ignore them, because I'm gonna leave on floor 13 no matter what, I think. This has been a good trek. I'm pretty happy. I don't want to lose these two items. Oh, this floor's so big. The wandering dungeon gets so fucking huge. Okay, boss room there and there, there and there, and over there. So 5 rooms. Will I get the Trident Harpoon? Will I get trifecta of items today? I'd love it. That would make my decision to leave even better. And floors are much faster when you're not opening chests. Apart from crystal rooms, you then don't have to look in every single room. You can just leave. You can just, like, do the thing it wants you to do, find the boss, go to the next floor, geostones, whatever. You don't have to look everywhere. I have too much gold. Alright, Santa? No. I'm looking too hard for him, he's not gonna appear. He ain't feeling it. He's like, you're too desperate. That's weird. Yeah, gold, 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 gold. The World Gold Council is gonna hear about this. I'm getting some fairy embroidery thread, which is pretty decent. In this room? Yeah. This way. Get up this way. There's 2 of them. $41 whole money! Woo! That'll really pay for Santa. I think we've only got like 1 more shot at Santa on this floor. God, it's like, do I just keep going? It's not crystals, but... Oh, Trident Harpoon! Fuck! Holy shit! Fuck me! I can't even begin to tell you guys how I've never had this kind of luck. Ever. Ever. I have never gotten 3 unique items in a fucking wandering dungeon. I'm definitely leaving even if I don't find Santa. I don't care. I'm leaving. This is too good to pass up. I don't need to look at every chest anymore. What am I doing? I got the harpoon. We're good. We're done. Oh, wow, that's fucking wild. Alright, so I believe it's just this room over here. Like, no Santa, but... Yeah, it's geostones. I can't be bothered getting more geostones. Alright, wow, okay. Alright, to end the stream, let's go put my... I'm gonna have to go all the way back to the entrance bit to leave. But I am very happy to leave with that. Even without finding Santa, I honestly, that's more than enough. The next trip in to find Santa can skip, like, almost every floor's chest, so, like, I don't need to do shit. Down here? Because I think... no, where was the exit? Uh-oh. Where did I come in? Where's the exit? I don't remember which room I came in on. I didn't think it was over here. There it is. No, I found it. We're good. We're good. We're leaving. Oh, what a haul. Thank you, everybody, for watching, because you did this. It was you. It's not me. I don't have this kind of fucking luck. I absolutely do not have this luck. Again, I've been down to floor 14. I didn't find any of this. I think I got 1. I think I got the blazing wand, and that was it. That's all I got. I'm going in here and I'm saving. We're saving immediately, so I get to keep all that. No, I'm happy. That means, like, if I want to, I can explore 3 and 5. It's just an armor, so it's not, like, necessary. After that, there's nothing until floor 14. And that's when I start having to look at chests again. But, like, yeah, I can blast all the way down to 14 and not worry about chests at all. That's incredible. I am pumped. Alright, let's see what's in vending machine 3. And I think this'll let me really help me get those fucking symbol cards. Potentially I could get 80% item creation on stream as well as 60% battle trophies. Okay, so I have 254. Alright, so let's remove vending machine 1. Well, wait, so vending machine 1 has, like, healing items, blueberry, stuff like that. I guess I'll put some holy water in. And then the only synthesis stuff that it has is, like, micro circuits. It's still useful because, those healing items are nice. But let's put vending machine 3 in. So vending machine 2 over here, has a bunch of these ciders, danger do not drink. I'll grab, a bunch of synth stuff and gunpowder, rivets, hilts. These pie crusts are why, like, I wait till I get this to do the bunny crafting. Alright, now let's look at a vending machine 3. So yes, it's got all the paint stuff for symbology cards, and there are a shit ton of symbology cards. Almost every symbology in the game has a card and a plus version of that card. Yeah, so it's all symbology card stuff. And that makes it so much easier to make 5 copies of them without having to leave your ship. So there are 89 recipes for artistry, and the vast majority of these are cards. So what cards have I not done? I have not... there's a few in each because I bought it out and I could make one, but not all of them. So, like, let's do Arctic Impact.
Handle that all by your lonesome? All finished. Figure it out soon. I don't have all day.
Volcanic Burst Plus.
Well.
If you need a specific spell, you can symbologize it. You can get a card if you want. And then Tornado Plus.
Well, pretty crafty, ain't ya? Go on, take it already.
And there we go, 80%. The last, like, 2 to 5% of this is the worst.
Already know what you want to make?
But I have made 80% of the items now. But yeah, if I look at, okay, yeah, I already made 2 of these. You can see that I need 5 for the quest. And I can only make, with full ingredients, I can only make 3 of these. And also, if I make these, I think most of the quests, use, like, healing paint. So yeah, it's like Restoration Plus, but there's also Pure Condition, 5. Fairy Light, 5, that uses healing paint. Fairy Healing, 6, that uses healing paint. X Healing, healing paint. I think basically all of the quests for symbology cards use healing paint. Which means that, like, you need to make so many trips to EN2 to buy healing paint if you do this before you get the vending machine. When you have the vending machine, you still have to buy some, but it's you literally just walk out here. You walk out here and you go, I would like 20 healing paint, please. Done. Good. Excellent. Like, you use only like 1 healing card plus and 1 parchment to 6 paint. It's ridiculous. But now I have that set of quests is still tedious, but it is far less tedious. But thank you everyone for all your blessed luck, because I am very happy to knock more weapons out of this weapon data. Get that vending machine, because now is when I'll do all quests. I'll get 100% of quests. And like getting like two more weapons off this like list is wonderful. Trident Harpoon, that's it there. Rumored to predate history. I'm not entirely sure how that would even work. You can also have a look at your fancy staves. And all your weapons are in here with models. Semi-unique models too, which is very funny. Aww. Made of unidentifiable material. Nice. Ah, it's like a nice version. Oh, that's an Angie bear. Is the other bear Angie? No, he's looking like charming, but that's an Angie bear. Oh, look, he's got his eyes are like. I love the little Angie bear wand. Wow. I don't ever really look at these. So very funny. I didn't know she wields an angry bear. Alright, well, I just say this is probably... I'm gonna go to sleep. But this is probably the last Star Ocean 4 stream for a while. I won't say ever, because I'm here right now, aren't I? Why am I playing this game? I don't know. I'm just here. But, you know, Like a Dragon. Way better than this game. Haven't even played 8 yet, and I won't tell you it's way better. Ooh, what am I getting from the Boings box? 2 SP! Yay! Woo! Party, 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 party. So I won't be playing Star Ocean 4 nearly as much. I mean, the big reason I streamed it is because I was playing it. I didn't even stream even a fraction of the hours I've put in the last month, considering I'm at nearly 118 hours, and I've streamed it like a handful of times. But I really enjoyed streaming it. Sort of streaming a lot of the bits and pieces that I just, you know, I didn't stream before. You know, streaming a new playthrough that didn't have the battle trophies to show how I like to play it. Bunny racing, trophy grinding, clay stealing. Just really showing off this game in all its horrid depths. I think I did a good job in the original streams. If you haven't watched those, I would watch those, because I'm really proud of those. I feel like this was a nice supplement while I was also just playing. Making more fun of the game, talking about things a little bit more in context, and I didn't want to spoil it for Vicus, kind of thing. I mean, Vicus also didn't see Vicus only saw the end of the grind, as well, because I started it in 2015, and by 2018 I was like, you know, ultimate geared, probably had already fought the Ethereal Queen once, so Vicus never got to see the start of it, the bit where you have to fight some of these bosses without actually Jewel. So I'm pretty happy. We're now basically almost about where I was when I did that stream of the second bonus dungeon. You know, I'm not level 255, but that's essentially kind of the next thing. I already have semi-ultimate gear, especially in this. I hope you enjoyed the process of making this. Again, I don't think I get enough streams because I'd already made them. I didn't really show the process of making ultimate gear, just kind of good gear. This triemblem is incredible. It is ridiculous. But, alright. I think... Yeah, Doc's streaming Dwarf Fortress, so let me... If it wants to load, thank you. I will raid you on over. Alright, go enjoy a good game. Hope you have fun watching Doc play Dwarf Fortress. I have no idea what I'm gonna play after Star Ocean 4, but I will probably try to stream a good game, maybe. See y'all for Hades and Sunday for sure. Bye-bye.